And we are live at 12:20 p.m. just outside of lake time, not Toronto time. Well, yeah, it's still Toronto time, and we're still outside of Toronto, but now we're at the lake. But what is happening? We'll give you a minute before I start asking that question. What is happening? There's nobody here but me. Nobody here but me. Are we even live if nobody's here but me? They're coming in. I see you guys coming in slowly. Stacy is here. Hello, Stacy. Good to see Stacy. Hope you're doing well. Saturday afternoon. It's Saturday, right? I don't usually stream Saturday afternoons, but here we are. Ta-da! Surprise, surprise. But come on in. We'll give you guys a minute. A very unexpected stream. The best kind. Come on in, say hello. Let us know what you're wearing. Let us know how life is treating you. Oh, it is windy out here. Very windy. I was not expecting this. Good to see Sandra. Hello, everyone. No scent of the day today. Too hot here in Paris. I just applied a little bit of Saint Germain des Prés, but yeah, it's not too hot here. It's actually windy. Cold. Windy. There's no sun. I think it's going to rain. Possible it's going to start raining soon. It's all right. We enjoy the rain too, just as much. How you guys doing, Sandra, Stacy? What's happening? Spaced. Good to see you guys. Spaced is an aldehyde 44. I need some wind and clouds right now. Too hot? I shouldn't be complaining. I'm not complaining, really. I don't mind. I'd much prefer this than the blaring sun. I love the sun, but I don't want to be melting in the sun. You know what I mean? What's happening, Boz? Good to see you guys. Daniel Berry, Sports Highlights. Good morning. Lynn is here. I should say good afternoon. It might be morning for you guys. Good to see Lynn. Good to see Boz. How's everybody doing? How's life treating you guys? Saturday. You guys enjoying your Saturday afternoon, your Saturday morning, your Saturday evening for the Europeans? Lynn is it? Oh, Toronto weather is great. I'm actually north of Toronto right now. I'm at the lake. We're at the lake. And I mean, the weather is probably similar in Toronto. We're not that far. Just about an hour and a half away from Toronto. But it's nice. Nice and windy, if you like that sort of thing. Boz is wiped from spending his money. It's tough, eh, Boz? Having all that money and having to give it away? I know. Spending money is exhausting, isn't it? You just got Le Beau. Is that why you're tired? I'd be tired if I was buying Jean-Paul Gaultier too. I did smell the new Tom Ford yesterday. They've got a small drugstore in town with Tom Fords. So a really small selection of fragrances. And I got to smell the new, whatever it's called, Soleil, which is nice, kind of fruity, floral. And I smelled Cafe Rose in the signature line, the repackaged Cafe Rose, which is quite nice. Cafe Rose kind of reminds me of the new Guerlain Rose. Shit, what the hell was it called? In the Aqua Allegorias. The Guerlain Rose is the new one. The newest Guerlain Rose. Smells a bit like Cafe Rose, doesn't it? Space says I went for a 2-hour walk in the wilderness behind my backyard. Saw 2 rabbits and a deer with their 2 little deer kids. There should be, I mean, There should be tons of animals around here because I'm at the lake here. There's a lake here in front of me, but behind us, like across the street, there's no houses. So yeah, everybody at the lake wants a lake view. Nobody wants to live across the street from the guy that lives on the lake. So there's no houses across the street. It's all just bush. Shuma. It's really thick, heavy, coarse bush. We sent a drone up yesterday. My son has a drone. He sent the drone up. All you see is like trees, bushes, forests. So there's tons of bugs around here. Last night I was out here till like 5 o'clock in the morning, got eaten by bugs, mosquitoes, shit like that. I've got so many bug marks. Might even be ticks, who knows? But yeah, we got tons of deer flies and shit like that up here too. What's happening, Chucky? Good to see. Should this be my last stream with y'all? I mean, if you want it to be, it can be. It's totally up to you. What's happening, Jared? Good to see Jared. How you doing? Let us know what you guys. What do I smell like? I'll tell you the notes, and then you can guess what I'm wearing if you want. I only brought 5 fragrances with me. So, orange blossom, neroli, petit grain de poudre, almond, and heliotrope, and vanilla are the notes I'll give you. And it's green and buttery. You don't care about me, man. Chuck, why do you say that? Why do you think that, Chuck? What makes you think I don't care about you? Like, what do you need from me? What is it you need? What would I have to do in order for you to think that I care about you? Do I need to jump into the lake, Chuck? Do you want me to dive in and get you a fish? I'll get you a fish. Jay King says nobody cares about you, Chuck. We love Chuck. We love Chuck. We love the attention that he means. There might be crocodiles. No, this is not Florida. There's no crocodiles here. It's just lake. Lake. It's way too cold to go into. Not like Florida. Louis Vuitton. Are you still a virgin? Yes, absolutely. Chuck is in gentle fluid silver. How do you like that? Brian Atkins, what's happening? Do you have a new frag in the works? Can you give any details? Yes, it'll be here maybe in 2 months, Brian, hopefully. Kind of details would you like? From the smell, it's a woody, I was gonna say a woody, no, not a woody floral. It's a barbershop fougere. It can be a woody floral musk, sure. It's got woods and florals and musks, no problem. Who's calling me? It's very soapy, it's powdery, very floral, lots of woods, resin, shaving foam. Yeah. Space says what the hell is that? Sounds like a fire detector, but I know like trees don't have fire detectors planted on them. It's like the trees going blip. You know the fire detectors that make the noise? Space says the hype almost got to me to buy a Louis Vuitton bottle. Which one? What's happening, Dan? Good to see Dan. Daddy Dan in the house. Which Louis Vuitton, Space? Happy start of summer. Yeah, happy first day of summer, guys. You don't like Jean-Paul Gaultier? Not to wear. No, not to wear. Absolutely not. Oh, Mitra's here. What's happening, Mitra? What's the temperature out here? I have no idea. It could be like high teens, but it's windy, so it takes away any sort of heat. There's no heat. The sun's buried behind clouds, but it's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Dan says I'm getting ready for the gym. What should I wear? I would wear clothes and shoes, Dan. Clothes and shoes. Or else you might get arrested if you don't put anything on. Is this where you live? No, I don't live here. I don't live here. This is, I a nice weekend getaway. How old are you, bro? I am 50. No, I don't live here. I don't live here. My prediction was always that your new frag will have a giant jasmine note. It's funny you say that. We worked on a lot of things with jasmine. So, I mean, there's so many different things I could release. Like Antoine made so many different variations of perfumes for me. And there's lots of jasmine in them. But not in the next one. No. There might... No, I don't think there's rose, but there's no jasmine. There's orange blossom, there's carnation, there's violet, or is it violet leaf? But I don't think there's any jasmine. Could you recommend a bergamot fragrance that lasts long? How about Bergamot Calabria by Guerlain or Celine Parade? I find that a bergamot fragrance. A Bergamot 22. L'Eau de Bleu, what's happening, Aperol? L'Eau de Bleu question mark. What about L'Eau de Bleu? What about L'Eau de Bleu? Hope you guys are doing well. How's everybody doing? Is it based on the theme like the other three frags? Yeah, sort of like that. Yes. Dan says I'm 26. No, I'm not. I wish. I wish. Actually, I don't. I'm glad. Like, I don't want to go back. I don't want to do a redo over. You know what I mean? Like, that's a long time. To go back 25 years. I'm happy where I am. I kind of can't wait to get off of this train and start the next life over. You know what I mean? Chuck says, crispy scent, dude. I still suffer with anything that lasts on me. I work outside in 100-degree heat all day. It's gone in 3 to 4 hours. What do you do, Chuck? What are you, a landscaper? I still suffer with anything that lasts on me. So you don't want long-lasting perfumes? Nobody's guessed what I'm wearing. Are you a power bottom? Oprah. Why can't I stop wearing silver mountain water at the gym? I don't know. You must love it. Mitra says we're boiling at 30. Ew. That's nas. No thanks. Actually, 34 would be great here. I got water to go jump in and cool off and relax to. You know what I mean? But I was out here last night. I set a nice fire. The sky was so clear. The water was so calm. There wasn't a ripple in the water. It was so, like, completely calm. There wasn't a wave, no noise. The sky was clear, no clouds. I could definitely see, I could count every star in the sky, in the ocean, in the air. I saw a couple of shooting stars, made a wish for y'all. You guys are all in good hands, so don't worry about that thing that you're manifesting. It is on the way. I talked to the universe about that yesterday, so whatever it is you're looking out for, keep your eyes open. It is coming. But you gotta let us know what you're waiting for. Chuck says Louis Vuitton are good freshies. You like Gautier clothes? Yeah, I like stripes. I do like stripes. I've got a bunch of stripes. I brought some stripes with me. But the thing is, when I wear stripes, I kind of feel like Lamal. You know what I mean? Spaces, I wanted to get Louis Vuitton Limoniste because it was quite nice grapefruit with a good herbal mid. It reminded me of Aqua de Jo, but better crafted and more detailed. I don't know that one, but that gets a lot of hype too. Muaj, good to see you. Good to see everybody. 37 in the house on a Saturday afternoon. How's everybody doing Saturday afternoon? What's everybody's plans for today? My brother's on the way up. I got 2 of my sons are here. My brother's on the way up, so we'll hang out with him for a bit. We're just going to be here till tomorrow and we're going back home. My son's got his graduation on Monday, so that's exciting and so much to do. There's always so much to do. Buzz's time sucks. Oh. What sucks about time, Boz? it does suck our energy out. That's because you believe in time. See, I don't believe in time, and it doesn't suck for me. I just believe in present and just being here right now and enjoying whatever it is in front of me, whatever that could be. That's the way to enjoy time. Please, brother, a fragrance that has bergamot that lasts long. Guys, what's a long-lasting bergamot fragrance? I'm telling you, Parade. Lumiere Noir. No, not Lumiere Noir. The other, what's Petite Matin. Oh, Henna's here. Good to see Henna. Just stopping in. Hope you're having a great day, Henna. Canadian Beauty blog. Jared says Louis Vuitton's is the best freshies. They last forever except for afternoon swim. Space says Louis Vuitton line is basically Jacques Cavalier taking his old releases and making a sequel to them. Old releases from where? Like from his earlier days? Chuck says, will you make your next scent based on me, man? You want that, Chuck? Are you going to be able to handle the criticism, though? Because people will judge you for it. Whatever you put out into the world, you will be judged for it, Chuck. Are you ready? Are you wetty? Are you wet for that? You know what I mean? There's a lot of angry, mean people out there. They don't like to see you succeeding. So you will be criticized, my friend. You will have to learn how to deal with criticism. But yeah, what would we name a fragrance named after Chuck? I guess Chuck. What would it smell like? Chicken wings? Shit. It's so windy out here. Yeah, I think it's high teens here. It could even be 20, but no, it's not too hot. It's very bearable. Growing the porn stash again. Is that what you see, a porn stash? Is that what you see? Who's got the best mustache going? What are things you did before that you regret now? Things that I regret. I don't really have any regrets, though. I don't live with regret. I think everything is on purpose and intentional for you, put here in your way in order for you to pick up and learn. And so, no, I don't have any regrets. My regrets is not making enough fuck ups. That's what I regret. It's not doing the things that I wanted to. That would be a regret. Having an idea, not following through with it because I maybe either like I got some fear based around it or shame or guilt, and you know I don't want to be seen for in that way. But yeah, that's something I would regret, not going into my ideas or my dreams or my wishes, or having fear hold me back. What's happened? Often licked. You look like you got a chill spot. You know what? Often, like, I'm just a chill kind of guy, and wherever I go, I always find the chillest spots. So, yeah, this is a super chill spot. I'm so hungry, but I'm white in Cali, so I can't get... Spaces, I need to try wearing Tabak 28 in the heat. I have a feeling that it will work. I really like Tabak 28, and I really like Queer. I brought Queer with me for the weekend. But that's not, nobody's guessed what I'm wearing. I guess nobody cares. That's fine. I wouldn't care either. Chuck says, I own a golf instruction business. That's right. We talked about this. Thought you knew that. I overspray everything, but doesn't help. That's pretty cool, actually. Golf instructor, eh? Get a lot of ladies? Like, you helping a lot of ladies or what? And how handsy do you get? And do you need any assistants? I mean, apprentices or what? Mitra says, I am getting ready to go into the pool. That's the only way to survive the heat. Ooh, that's cool. Mitra in the pool. Are you going to be wearing a sexy bikini? A polka dotted bikini? John says, what are your thoughts on Big Constant today? I like it. Big Constant today is, it's a lot like Eau Très Fresh, Hermes Eau Très Fresh. Citrusy, spicy, woody, a bit floral. It's got rose in it. It's only 23 here, only. Yeah, it's not any higher here. Amin, what's happening? Hey Eugene, you look well. Thanks for making a wish for us. Right back at you. Thank you so much, Amin. I think I've got it already. It might be sitting in my pocket. Thanks for the wish, but it's good seeing you. Dushan must be in the bars somewhere. Yeah, he'll be here soon. Bergamot 22, Woody Berg. Mitra says, not sure Bergamot, but I love Cedrat 37. That's a good freshie, lasts forever. What about Mugler Cologne? Does it have to be, who is looking for the Bergamot? Does it specifically have to be Bergamot? Could it be Neroli? Can it be Orange Blossom? You specifically want the Bergamot, because I am in Saint Germain des Prés right now, and that's got a bit of Bergamot, but it's more floral. It's more of the Orange Blossom and the Neroli. It's not the juicy Bergamot that I imagine you're after. But this is green. It's kind of buttery. Pacific Chill is nice too. Nice for what? Spaces had a sample of Cedrat 37 this last New Year's Eve. Enjoyed it in the cold weather. Does anyone think Pacific Chill smells like Play-Doh? I actually like the smell of Play-Doh. Like those vanilla Play-Dohs. Philosopher's Chuck. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Chuck, how much wood are you chucking? Oh, often like this. Yeah. How much wood would a woodchuck? Yes. There you go. Pacific Chill is a little too fruity for my taste. I need to smell that too. Bro is Chuck Norris. I'm not, but yeah, that would be cool. I imagine being Chuck would be real. What are you wearing? I'm wearing Saint Germain des Prés. Yesterday I wore Queer. Yeah, Queer 28 and Gucci Guilty Absolute have that Band-Aid smell. It's the leather and vetiver combo. Yeah, but Queer 28 smells way more sophisticated to me than Guilty Absolute. Absolute smells a bit messy to me. Like, I don't like the synthetics in Guilty Absolute because they smell like chemicals to me. Hi, Karen. Do I need attention? Yes, thank you for your attention. What am I wearing? Clothes-wise or perfume-wise? Perfume, I'm wearing Saint Germain des Prés. What are you wearing? I'm wearing nautical stripes and sweatpants. Maybe way too cold for shorts. What do you think of Guerlain Vetiver EDT? Is it good for summer vacation? I imagine it's going to be 1,000 times better than the new Guerlain Vetiver Fauve. Oh God, I can't wait to smell that and see what they're charging $500 for compared to the regular EDT Vetiver. Dushan found God. Hopefully he's on his way. But if he doesn't, that's okay too. Like, he's here for his path and his purpose, and he's gonna be okay. Spaces, I need a sample M-Wash feminine line. Centrifugal force inspired me to try them. Dude has a huge collection. He has one of the biggest collections I have ever seen. And I consider my collection pretty large, but he makes mine look like friggin' Mickey Mouse, you know? He makes mine look like toys. I think you were wearing Mitsuko. Close. I've got my bottle here. I always bring my Mitsuko here to the cottage. But no, I'm not wearing it. It was me looking for Bergamot, but I'm looking for something similar to Insurrection's Born to Be a King. What is that, a perfume? Limet 37 is quite muted citrus. It says jasmine and clove, I noticed, but it's weeks. I'm not a fan of it spaced, Limette. I find it so underwhelming in terms of freshness. It's way more woody to me, and the freshness is, it just feels super synthetic. You know, I don't get that, the freshness that I'm looking for, the invigoration, the energy, you know, that energetic, zesty, fresh, zingy opening, the juicy tart. I don't really get any of that. To me, it feels like they used the base of Rose 31 and sort of freshened it up a little bit. I get a lot of the cedar and the vetiver and the woody notes in Limette. So Limette is mostly in the name. I don't really get a whole lot of lime or like the juicy lime that I want. Offenlick says Nishan Wulongza has a decent lasting green citrusy bergamot. Quack! Peroli is in Bigarao Constant today. Good stuff. I'm from Myanmar. Well, good to see you, Joy. Bloody pineapple note in the Guerlain vetiver. I didn't know that. There's pineapple in it? That's interesting. Pineapple and what else? Did they release the notes? John Matthews says Orto Parisi Bergamusk is a pretty loud and long-lasting citrus, although it feels somewhat abrasive to me. Frederick Mull's never really done bergamot, has he? It might be bergamot in some of his freshies. Your country is morning. No, my country is afternooning. Epic Woman is gorgeous. Rose, spices, incense, woods. I imagine it would be. I love the Epic Man. Are you a teacher? Some aquatics have a plastic balloon smell. You look annoyed. Duh. I wasn't too wrong then. Remember you saying that you take Mitsuko to Lake? Always, yes. That's a consistent. I always take Mitsuko. I usually bring Bois de Zile, but I didn't this weekend. I gave it a rest. I brought a bunch of other things that I don't normally bring, except for Mitsuko. Mitsuko's always here. Mitsuko's everywhere I go. Damn. Rough life. Jay King says the perfume is called Born to be King by Insurrection. I've not heard of this. I've not heard of the perfume Insurrection. Offenlick says Delphine Jelk said, I combined the warm, woody essence of vetiver with an accord of green, wet, tropical jungle. I'm illuminated by a fruity note of pineapple and fig. God damn, it smells like an aqua allegoria. It sounds like an aqua allegoria already. What's the temperature? I don't know, Boz. It's not hot. It's high teens. Could be 20 maybe. The vetiver fauve is grim. Mitchell says the vetiver fauve is so bad. You guys have smelled it already? Wow, so bad, eh? Really? That's embarrassing. That is fucking embarrassing. Like, how do you go backwards as a brand? It's kind of like NASA not being able to go to the moon anymore. Like, why can't we make good perfumes? Why can't we go to the moon? Was it all a fucking hoax? Was Guerlain all a hoax? Were they ever really good at all, or what's going on? How come they can't make good perfumes anymore? Their best perfumes were from 100 years ago. And they were so much cheaper and more affordable too. Ugh. Amberwood is so overpowering. It has amberwood? They buying bases? They buying synthetic bases now? From where are they getting these bases? Louis Vuitton pushing the overprice. Yeah, that's luxury perfume for you. I wouldn't buy it even if it was an Aqua Allegoria line. Well, that would make it even worse than the arts and materials. I always find the arts and materials way more interesting than Aqua Allegoria. Offenlicht is in Tower Incense Extreme. ML says, is there such a thing as an aquatic that isn't blue or fresh? I want to smell like a lake or river surrounded by pine trees. Oh, well, how do you do that? An aquatic that isn't fresh. Ooh. I don't know. How do you make an aquatic that isn't fresh? Or blue? How about a Peace Marine? Like that's, I don't know. I don't know. This is an interesting one. Maybe we got old. Seems like Gen Z loves Peshmerga. They're allowed to. They can by all means pay $500 for it too. It's all yours, Gen Z. You can have mine. I surrender mine. I thought Pesh was the absolute worst of it all, to be honest. Pesh to me was vulgar. Zoologist squid. How about the new zoologist with Antoine Lee? I have a feeling that's going to have some sort of fresh materials in there. The Portuguese man-o-war, right? From the ocean, it's got to have some freshness. What's happening, Pradeep? Good to see Pradeep. Cell Marine. Well, it smells like ocean, doesn't it? Cell Marine's got fresh. Come to Garçon Black. That's not fresh. Do you have a Pesh? I don't have, no. Do I have Pesh Mirage? No, I wouldn't pay $500 for that. Are you crazy? Did you look at Bentley Magnetic Amber by Lalique? No, I have not been anywhere lately. I've been here. Wait for vetiver, you will barf. You're joking. It's that bad? I will barf? Why? You're joking. What do you mean I'll barf? How bad is it? I didn't think it would be bad. Like when I saw the picture, I just thought it would be... Looking at the picture, it looks fruity as fuck. It looks super fruity. I imagine like exotic fruits like mango and... I don't know why. But fruity, simple, easy. Yeah, I just didn't think it would be any better than the original vetiver. I didn't think it would be horrible though. Space says I wore Rose Barbar this week for a few days in a row. Really grew on me. It's so classy. That class that only Guerlain can do. Yeah, 100%. Rose Barbar is friggin' incredible. I don't know what it's like now, but the stuff that the sample that you got, that stuff is really, really, really good. It's an amazing rose and vanilla. Fruity rose. That's what Guerlain needs to go back to, is making perfumes like Rose Barbar. That's a top 5 rose for me. Pradeep says, are you planning to or used ambergris from Remy's Terror terrain? No, I haven't. Am I planning to? Not yet. I have no plans for it yet. No, not yet. I wouldn't know what to do with it, to be honest. I haven't really thought about it, but no. Mitra says you surrender yours. That's why I asked if you have a pesh. I don't. No, I don't have a pesh. But I do want Oud Nude. I want Oud Nude. And there was another one I wanted from Guerlain. There was two that I wanted. Paroli says Veteran Evolve is way worse than Pesh. So you found Pesh horrible too. In what way? Like dry spices? To me, Pesh was dry woods. Middle Eastern, dry woods, no juiciness, no juicy peach. Veteran Fauve is woeful. It is sacrilegious. Have you tried Invictus Le Parfum? Should have been called Sacred Fruit. So, super sweet, eh? Super fruity. That's how I imagine it would be, is really fruity. How many other ways could vetiver have been highlighted? Count the ways. How many ways? You can do vetiver a gazillion, trillion, billion ways. You can do it as all the fucking ways as there are stars in the sky. You know what I mean? It's an algorithm. It's an infinite algorithm. How many ways can you do vetiver? How many ways can you do perfumes? What's he got going on? Some Metallica. Lone Rider. He's blaring Metallica. Can you guys hear that? Your collection of 70... Oh, I just stepped on a knife. Your collection of 75ml Guerlain exclusives goes for huge markup these days. The rule of thumb is always get stuff right now because it will be more expensive as time goes on. Oud Colt, no, I did not like that one either. No, I didn't like Oud Colt. Too dark. I've got so much stuff like that already. You know what I mean? Vetiver Fauve is like radish dipped in amberwoods. Ooh, nobody likes radishes, right? Don't we all want a juicy peach? I want a juicy peach. But Peche Mirage, to me, it was an old peach. It was dried up. It was wrinkly. The fur on it was just too furry. It wasn't my sort of peach, you know what I mean? So they can keep it. I need a younger peach. Oh, look at these bad boys. Double Dutchies. Double Dutchies. Well, let's see what these do. Vetiver times vanilla times leather times ambroxan times patchouli times tonka bean. Is that what Vetiver Fauve is? Are you cooking a soup? No, we're going to be cooking steak. Oud Colt was way too much for me. Yeah, just too much wood, too much incense, too much, I don't know, dirt, but I didn't even really find it interesting, to be honest. Milo says I'd rather wear an apricot than peach. Apricot can be dry sometimes too. Fun fact, peach, plum, cherry, peach all belong to the same plant family, Prunus. That's why we have all those crosses between them. I like plum in perfume. I like plum a lot. I feel like there's a big plum in Immortel Solaire. I'm finding it quite plummy and raisiny. Very raisiny. The dry fruits are coming out, but plum is definitely a fruit I'm picking up in Immortel. Rose Cherie is not talked about enough. Rose Cherie is rebranded as something else, isn't it? Rose Cherie used to be called something else. Jen is cooking a magic soup. Oh, the lake. Yeah, the lake. The big lake. Ambroxan and the fragrance is a must for me. Oh, ML, thanks for the $5 super chat. It says, thanks for the Port Credit Live. Checking out all the Great Lakes is on my bucket list. This actually isn't Port Credit. This is Lake Simcoe. Port Credit is Lake Ontario. This is Lake Simcoe in Orillia. We're in Orillia right now. Those are some big ass sticks. These are 1 grammers, baby. These are buttes. I sat out by the fire last night just pounding these, watching. I saw 2 shooting stars. I was hoping to see more. The sky was beautiful. The sky was fully intact, not a cloud in sight. Saw a couple of shooting stars. No noise, but yeah, I was just sitting out there like vibing with consciousness, you know? It's my favorite thing to do. Just like be consciousness, be conscious, be one, flow. Don't be stuck. You know, we're already stuck in these bodies. You don't want to be stuck anymore in this physical world, which is so much easier when you're not stuck. Yeah, but this is Lake Simcoe. I'll give you guys a little look here. This is my uncle's place. He travels a lot. It's a weekend home. He travels a lot. Everyone in the family's kind of got a key, so whoever wants to come up can come up whenever they like. He's got a boat, but I don't got a license. I don't got a boating license, so I don't take the boat out. I don't want to take a chance. It's not mine. It's not mine to fuck with. So, but yeah, it's just a nice little place. We come and hang out whenever we can. You know. Next week we'll be really busy with Canada Day weekend. There's usually like tons of boats out here. They have yachts lined up and they have yachting parties and like small yachts, you know what I mean? And people they tie up these yachts and they jump from yacht to yacht to yacht and they have these nice little parties and they have music and stuff. So Canada Day is always really cool out here. Are you a fisherman? Well, we do some fishing, but I don't know. We do fishing. We do a little bit of fishing. Space says I prefer liver to muscle meat. It's my favorite food probably. I got 1 kilo of it for 55 cents the other day. The less people buy it, more for me and cheap. I don't know how it would do with liver. What's the taste like? Yeah, this is Lake Simcoe. Have you tried Comme des Garçons Ganja? No, what is that? Tell me more. What is the Comme des Garçons Ganja? Isn't that where you call the flavoring houses for the first time? Yeah, right from that dock. Like, a lot of my ideas would come, I would come out here and dream. You know what I mean? This is where I would dream at night. I would just sit here at night and watch the stars, and like stargazing out here is so much, it's 1,000 times nicer than being in Toronto. In Toronto, there's so much light pollution. You don't get to see the sky like this. So I would just come out here and dream and dream and dream and make a lot of, I don't know, decisions from here. You did a live at Port Credit a few weeks ago. Yes, I did. I've been checking out travel spots on the Great Lakes, but there's not as much info on them there as for Atlantic beaches, unfortunately. I mean, if you're traveling, I wouldn't really recommend for you to go to Port Credit. There's not a whole lot to do, you know what I mean? To come from wherever you're coming to Port Credit, you'd be really disappointed. You're just better off going to Toronto. Like, there's no beaches in Port Credit. There's not really a whole lot to do. Like, as a tourist, as a local, it's fine. You're better off just going to Toronto. But yeah, Canada has lots of nice beaches. Just Port Credit isn't one of them. Bob says I can eat liver, but it's not my favorite meat. My mom made a lot of that stuff, like liver, kidney, hearts, and giblets and shit like that when we were small. And only my dad ate it. Like, we wouldn't. I don't know. I felt weird about that stuff. Stargazer, meet the maker. Absolutely, man. Meet the maker. Hopefully, you know, while you're gazing, the maker will pay a visit too. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. But you know, you always know when the maker's close by. I mean, you can't miss it when the maker's here, because you're just in that deep flow. Your heart is overflowed. You know what I mean? Your heart is overflowed. What's happening? Oof! What is happening, Rich? How was your Saturday? How's everybody's Saturday going? Saturday is just very peaceful and just chilling. I'm just waiting for my brother to come up. We'll have a barbecue. Maybe throw a football around. What's everybody wearing perfume-wise? Let us know what you guys are wearing. As a child, I did try doe deer because my father hunted. Have you tried Immortelle anymore? Yeah, I wore it again the next day, and I liked it even more. I loved it the first time I wore it, and I liked it even more the second time. I think it's quite dope. I do see it. I see it so similar to Vanille Havane though, minus the vanilla. It does a lot of what Vanille Havane does. A lot of similar fruity notes. Very airy though. I find it very airy, and I kept respraying it. I love respraying it, but you don't need to. It's not going to get any heavier. It's airy, but it's persistent. It's got the same sweet fruity notes. Yeah, the raisin. I definitely get the same raisin. I didn't know tobacco was in there, right? Vanille Havane is tobacco, but Immortelle Solaire, I didn't know there was a tobacco note, and then I went on Fragrantica, and it says, I'm pretty sure Fragrantica calls it a tobacco note. I was like, oh wow, that's another, like a Vanille Havane comparison, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's like an airier Vanille Havane, right? It is dark. Have you tried Incident Diplomatique by Jovoy? I don't remember if I have. I remember I tried a couple of Jovoys. Incident Diplomatique. Heat wave, riots, people blocked roads and partying half naked. Are you talking about France, or are you talking about California? Where are we talking about? I often get tobacco association with Immortelle perfumes. Immortelle has that dry hay quality. Yeah, this one's really dry too. I've got the like the extracted Immortelle, and it's super dry. But the Immortelle oil itself is super complex, deep and rich. That shit itself could have been a perfume. Immortelle itself could have been a perfume. really dry, but it's syrupy too. It has this maple syrup, some sort of syrup. It's got a coffee note. Yeah, it is quite coffee-ish. I remember that. I didn't bring my sample though. I took it out of my car. I didn't want it to get... I took all the bottles out of my car because it was really hot that day. I often get tobacco association with Immortelle perfumes. Immortelle has that dry hay quality, does. Rolling tobacco has to it. Yeah, it is quite hay. Dry hay. I wonder if there's some lavender in there to get that dryness, because lavender and Immortelle have the same style of dryness to them. It's a very textured, it's a very specific dryness, like sun-dried, scratchy. Immortelle and lavender are really scratchy when they get dried out. That's just their nature. Does it have similarities to 1740 Marquis de Sade? I can't answer that, Pradeep. I can't remember Marquis de Sade. Maison sur Ombre Magnet Magique. Great, but not magic, says Mouage. Have you tried Brioni EDP Intense? I've not. What's happening, Pat Lester? While the rest of us is experiencing a heat wave, it's raining here in Pacific Northwest. Lucky you then. Enjoy the rain. Fougere Bengal had lavender, Immortelle, and hay. Very good. I think they just kind of go together. Like when Dior did lavender, they mixed it with Immortelle as well in Eau Noir. I just have a feeling they're two notes that belong together. They're a marriage. But I don't necessarily, I'm not sure if it's in Immortelle Solaire, lavender. Eugene, you need to blind buy a bottle of 1740. It's spectacular. Okay. What does it smell like? Moonlight in Heaven by Killian. I tried that today. Mike Krzyzewski. Are you the coach? Are you the Duke coach? I'm kidding, but it kind of looks like that. Hi Eugene, hope all is well. I am wearing the new Les Indemnidables today. I kind of wish I brought my sample now. It's a nice wear. It's a perfect work scent. Like for me at work, it was perfect. It wasn't too loud, but it was persistent. It was with me. I can basically smell it every breath I took. But it's very soft though. I like that. I like the persistency. $17.40 is boozy, chocolatey, leathery patchouli. Amazing stuff. Often sold for about 50 to 60 bucks. Oh, that's really affordable. That's really cheap. That's the 1740, eh? Pure orgasm. Look at the Fragrantica note pyramid and you will know what I'm talking about. What's happening? Drawn by. Looks nice there. It is, but it's getting really windy, eh? It's getting quite windy now. I'm not complaining. I mean, I'd rather be here than anywhere else. I got my feet planted in the grass, so it's just a good time to connect back to nature, you know, back to yourself, refresh. There come the waves. Loosen up, unwind, you know, recharge. It's a great place to recharge. Spend time with the kids, with the family. Mike says 1740 is really nice. I actually wore it earlier this week. It smells slightly sinister in a leathery way. Leathery patchouli. Ooh, I like that. Oh yeah, there's leather in the new Immortelle as well. Definitely getting leather from there. TKH, what's happening? Good to see you. Hope you're having a great Saturday. And Masculine Plurial. Good stuff. I like Plurial. Masculine Plurial. I like that. That's a nice barbershop fougere. Yeah, nice kind of soapy lavender. It's definitely masculine. They got the masculine part right. I find it masculine, soapy, gray. It feels a bit ambergrissy, right? A little bit dirty. I always said that motherfucker can blend. He just can't make perfumes though. I love the way he blends perfumes. I just don't like smelling what the hell's in them. He has, FK has that kind of airiness to him like Jean-Claude Elena. Not the exact same, but he has an airiness to him. Family time is precious, says Boz. My family time is with my cousin, his wife, and kids. Yeah, exactly, man. Can you give us a 30-second rundown on upcoming Les Abstrait release? Okay, so the first one, Barbershop Fougere. It's a bit floral, it's a bit soapy, it's powdery, it's got these soft, warm resins in the base. Yeah, soft, warm, powdery, floral, fresh, fun, engaging. There's a nice twist to it, really nice twist. It's kind of like a signature scent. It's more of a signature scent than something, something super bold or obnoxious, or it's very wearable. But fun. Yeah, the next two are fun to wear. That's kind of what the point was. Make them fun to wear. You're very welcome. Thank you for asking, Michael. Thank you for asking. But how's everybody doing? Saturday, 1:17. Still early. Got the whole day ahead of us. Might go into town. They got some nice shops in the town. You can do like walking, and they got a beach area, a small beach area here. They got a nice marina, boats and stuff. That sounds like Chanel's boyfriend perfume. Yeah, maybe if it had some almond and heliotrope, There's no almond and heliotrope. There's a lot of geranium though. Oh yeah, big geranium. That's what it is. Lavender, geranium. Lots of lavender. Rose, orange blossom, carnation. I'm pretty sure there's clove in there. Mitros and Cologne Blanche. Is it to keep you fresh? Keep you fresh from the sun? How's that working? What's everybody else wearing? What's everybody else plans for today? Anyone at the water, beach? Might be early for the beach still. It's not that hot here in Canada. But we'll have a couple of hot days and then they'll go away. They'll turn cold. A fun, gentlemanly floral fougere type thing. Sign me up, please. Have Antoine create a lilac heavy frag. Yeah, there's lots of ideas that I'd like to do. I would love to do lilac. But I always find lilac a very seasonal thing. I don't think anyone wears lilac in the winter, right? To me, lilac is, I don't know, maybe you guys do, but to me it's like strictly spring. Is that FK2? Cologne Blanche? I'm not sure. It might be. That's one I don't own from Dior. I'm in Sporturno Barbizia. I don't know that one. But the one Sporturno I smelled was really nice. I thought it was really, really, really nice. Offenlick says it's still not unbearably hot here in Central Europe. Gonna get bad tomorrow though. I hope that doesn't find me. I don't like the humidity. What does lilac, what does lilac smell like? Floral, vanillic, licoricey, sweet, a bit humid. No, it smells heavenly. It smells very big. What else does lilac smell like? It's fruity. Lilac to me is fruity. I think it's fruity. It's blossomy. The best lilac was from Une Nuit Nomade. What is that? Better than En Passant? I would say En Passant is kind of like my reference for lilac. In 1 hour, the sun goes down here in Tekirdağ, Marmara Sea, Turkey. Wow, that's early. Well, enjoy your sun, mate. Yeah, lilac is seasonal in nature. Unfortunately, it reminds me of early to mid-spring. It's difficult to extract from what I've read. I imagine lilac is mostly synthetic, yeah. I love En Passant lilac, same here. There's a bit of earthy in lilac too. Oh, better than En Passant. Une Nuit Nomade. What is that, a Serge Lutens or something? That name sounds so Serge. Une Nuit Nomade. Lilac is powdery, warm, sweet, but not sugary. Almost damp, but not moldy. Would we call it green? Would we consider lilac green? You know what else I love the smell of is lilies, lilacs. They're so vanillic, spicy vanillas, I call them. Stargazers smell amazing. No, wait, one of them smell like creamy vanilla. Spicy, creamy vanilla. It's like you almost want to eat them. And when you got them in your house, in your room, and the kitchen warms up, oh my God, the throwing on lilies is amazing. Uncle Serge has released a new collection of 5 frags for mental prices. What are the prices? Do tell. Oh, Une Nuit Nomade is the brand name. Oh. Milos says, bye. I am taking my daughter to a neighboring splash pad. Awesome. Enjoy the splash pad. We'll see you in the next one, bud. Enjoy your daughter. "86 degrees in Cincinnati, Ohio. Humidity sucks. I believe you, man, but welcome. Have you tried a Dorm from Ney? It's an incense patchouli fragrance with a chocolate guard." I have not, Pat. I have not. Perfume is called Love at First Sight. Eugene, you need a cumin-scented frag. I will buy it right now. I like cumin. I like cumin. I love cumin, but there's a lot of really good cumins out there. But yeah, I'm down for cumin in my frags. Clove, cumin, cardamom, all of them. All of my perfumes are... The door is always open for cumin in my perfumes. Clove, cardamom, any of those. What's happening, Galen? Buongiorno. Sitting in the car wash right now. Where are your hands? Let's see your hands, Galen. Santa de Melagrano. SMN. There is green in lilac, especially aftershaves with it. It's such a unique floral. What's happening, Bobby Dior? Having coffee. Cheers. Good to see you guys, Bobby, Galen, all the regulars. How's life treating you guys? Guys, how's life treating you? Everything good? Everything flowing? Everything moving? Everything heading the way it's supposed to be? Those new Salt and Pasha fragrances are a pretty penny as well. How much? Wait, so how much are the new Surge and how much are the new Pashas? I didn't see how much the Surge are. I'm waiting, I'm curious. How much are the Pasha? I see Pasha came out with new packaging, right? Where you put his atars in spray format. You need to make a true big ass spice bomb. All the spices of the world. Isn't that kind of what like Tower O2 is? Spice bomb. What's happening, Jonathan? Good to see Jonathan. How you doing? Hoffenlich says Salt and Pashas are €300 for 50 mil. 300 euro, 50 mil. Well, I'm sure he knows what he's doing. This line is replacing the section door that used to cost 480 euro for 50 mil. The new price is cheaper. That Guerlain recent A&M crab sold for 300 euro for 100 mil bottle. Wait, what are we talking about here? Sandra. Yeah, Surge had an exclusive line here. They were going for about $800, $700 or $800 for 50 mLs. Sultans are extra. Where's everybody from? We're all from all over the world. You got people from everywhere here. Canada, the US, Brazil, Europe, Australia, Asia, all over the world. Jonathan's in Brazil Dream, Estee Lauder. Mitra managed to get the last bottle of a Surge in Milan. Is there a race to be picking these up? Oh, the wind's coming in. You guys feel the wind? Waves are picking up too. Storms can get pretty crazy out here. If you don't pick your stuff up and put it away, it will go missing. It'll end up like on the other side of the island over there. the skies, like when there's a storm coming in, it can turn black within like 10 seconds. You just see black clouds coming in and they're above you. Within 10 seconds, they're here, you know, it gets crazy. They got lots of tornadoes here in the wintertime. In wintertime, it's treacherous. It's not safe to be driving out here. They close the roads a lot. What's everyone wearing? Let us know what you're wearing if you haven't already. The sky turns green over here when a tornado is imminent. I know they're calling for rain today, like 45% chance of showers. It's getting really windy. Be time to do some push-ups. Have a good one, Michael. Michael taking off. Have a good one, man. Enjoy your weekend. Probably gonna go for some ice cream or something later. All right, guys, I'm gonna take off. But have a great day wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Enjoy your day, enjoy your time, enjoy your fragrances, and we'll see you soon. Bye, everyone. Have a good one. Ta-ta.